Okay, so now I'm starting the power series. The power series is basically infinite series, but a special type of infinite series. Okay, so here we have a series of the form summation n from 1 to infinity a n x minus c power n. So we have this a n and x minus c power n. It means what? Power of x minus c is keeps on increasing, is called a power series. So we are having the power. Okay, now if we have x minus c, so it means the center is c. So such power series is called a power series with center at c. If c is 0, then we get simply a power series like this: summation a n x power n from 1 to infinity. It is more of a general notation. Okay, but the generalized form is this, but this is more of a common notation. Okay, for example, see a power series of x power n upon n factorial. N from 1 to infinity, it is of course an infinite series. Simultaneously, it is a power series because power of x is increasing as we go on and on. Okay, so here you have to identify two terms. One is this x power n, and everything with this is called as the coefficient of power series. Okay, so we have a n as 1 upon n factorial, and here the center is 0. Okay, so c is 0. The second example of power series could be n from 1 to infinity n square by n factorial x plus 2 power n. So you will always have x or x minus c or x plus c. So whatever other than this x plus 2 power n, everything is power, everything else is coefficient. Okay, so here coefficient whose notation is a n is n square by n factorial, and here the center is minus 2. Okay, because we have, in general we have this x minus c. Okay, the third example is summation minus 1 power n plus 2 x minus 1 power n. So here center is 1, the coefficient is minus 1 power n upon n plus 2. Okay, so now we understood this power series. We come to the next concept in power series, which is called as radius of convergence. Okay, now this radius of convergence is a number, and this number comes from a limit. Okay, limit of the coefficients. So how we define this? See, for a power series summation a n x power n from 1 to infinity, if the sequence of the coefficients mod a n power 1 by n is bounded, and let rho be equal to limit n tends to infinity supremum of a n power 1 by n. That is, you take the maximum of this, the supremum of this a n 1 by n, and then you take limit n tends to infinity. Whatever value you get, if it is finite, we call it as rho, otherwise we get it is as infinite. Okay, so we take rho to be 1 by r, that is r to be 1 by rho, and this r is called radius of convergence. So if rho is 0, r is infinity. If rho is infinity, r is 0. R is 0 meaning zero radius of convergence. Now this radius of convergence gives you what? It gives you radius of convergence. It is a number. It gives you a reason. It gives you a reason where your power series will converge. Okay, we'll learn it in the next topic. So here important is to understand how you can find out this r. This r is 1 by rho, and rho is what? Limit n tends to infinity supremum of a n 1 by n. Okay, so if we get r to be infinity, that is radius of convergence is infinity, so we get everywhere convergence. Okay, and if we get r to be 0, we get nowhere convergence, right? Now how we get the convergence? Convergence comes from mod x less than r. Okay, so if you have this x value, whenever x value is less than r, you get the convergence for the power series, and whenever this mod x greater than r, you get the divergence. Okay, so nowhere convergence, I have already spoke about it. Now if r is finite, then the convergence is from minus r to r, because you have taken the mod x to be less than r. Okay, so for a power series summation a n x power n, the radius of convergence is r. This implies mod x is less than r, and if this is for x minus c power n, then you get this. Okay, mod x minus c has to be less than r. So here when you open it, you get minus r to r, x minus c, and you take c outside. So your domain of convergence comes out to be minus r plus c, r plus c. This will be more clear in the examples. Okay. Now we come to the two important theorems in this topic. The first one is Cauchy-Hamdard theorem. So Cauchy-Hamdard theorem says that if r be the radius of convergence for a power series, this r is the concept which we have defined just now. So if r be that value, it is radius of convergence, then the series converges absolutely for mod x less than r. Okay, absolutely converges meaning you put mod over it and you take all the terms to be positive, and then it will converge, where it will converge for mod x less than r, and it will diverge for mod x greater than r. Okay, so for the proof, we look at the p series. Now look at this as a power series a n x power n. Okay, by Cauchy nth root test, what we get? We get, if this is un, so un power 1 by n, that is a n x n power 1 by n. Now when you simplify it, a n power 1 by n and x power n by n, that is x power 1. Okay, this will converge by the ratio test, by the Cauchy nth root test, whenever it is less than 1. Okay, so limit n tends to infinity un 1 by n, that is limit n tends to infinity a n power 1 by n x. This will converge only if it is less than 1. Okay, so we get what? We get mod x to be less than 1 by limit n tends to infinity n 1 by n. Now this mod n 1 by n, its supremum, and the limit, it is less than, it is r. Basically this is rho, and 1 by rho is, this is 1 by rho, and 1 by rho is r. So we get mod x less than r. Okay, so this is how we get convergence, and wherever we get convergence, the reverse condition, we get divergence. So the theorem is complete. Okay, now we know that a n 1 by n for a sequence a n, remember this result, for a sequence a n, we know that limit n tends to infinity a n 1 by n is equal to limit n tends to infinity a n plus 1 upon a n. This comes from Cauchy theorems on limits for the sequences. Okay, so if you have to find out a n 1 by n limit, you can find out also limit n tends to infinity a n 1 by n. So here you will write limit n tends to infinity mod a n by 1 by n is equal to limit n tends to infinity a n plus 1 upon n. Okay, in the numericals, whenever we have to find out the radius of convergence r, we will use this. So before we come to the numericals, there is one more theorem which is very simple theorem, and it says that let r be radius of convergence of power series summation a n x n. Let k be a closed and bounded interval. So k is a closed interval and bounded also. It is contained in minus r to r. This minus r to r is, this is the domain of convergence. You have r as the radius of convergence. So minus r to r is the domain of convergence, and this k is inside this minus r to r. Okay, then the power series converges uniformly on K. That is, for each closed and bounded interval which is contained in minus r to r, you get the uniform convergence. Okay, because the power series summation a and xn can be looked at as series of functions also. Okay, so now the series converges. For the proof part, the series converges for mod x less than r. Okay, this comes from the definition. And now as k is contained in minus r to r, okay, so for mod x, for k which is a closed and bounded interval, so let it be minus k to k, it is contained in minus r to r. Now mod x is less than r, and we get the convergence for a and x power n. Okay, for a and x power n, we get the convergence within this region. Therefore, this convergence is nothing but the uniform convergence. Okay, in the next, I will teach you the numerical part of it.